You looking for the mayor or the sheriff?
I'm just here to make sure nothing goes wrong with you or her.
Oh, feeling a bit under the weather? Or a bit over the Geiger counter? I suppose a little radiation poisoning is better than none at all. Well, not normally, of course. Unless you like that sort of thing, I guess. So, let me do a little examination. How do you feel? That's a terrible joke. I love it. Good to see you're still in such good spirits. Now, let me take a few notes and I'll handle that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade Radcure concoction. Okay, lie back and think healthy thoughts. Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts. Well, what do you know? It worked! I mean, I was pretty sure it would, obviously. Here, take a few radiation chems with you. I'm sure you'll run into more in the future. It most certainly does. And if I keep writing in the style of some of your reports, this is going to be one mighty slick book. Here, for your services, I've saved up quite a few stim packs. Of course, you may need them. We've still got 2 more chapters to go. The second chapter is going to be a bit trickier, I think. It'll cover how to handle creatures out there, for better or worse. For example, repelling mole rats, learning about mirelurks, and when all else fails, how to handle being injured. So let's buckle down and get to work on this chapter. What's first? Mole rats can burrow into almost anything and cause a lot of trouble. So I figured I'd make a chemical repellent stick for people to shoo them off. But I need it to be tested before I put the recipe to paper in the guide. So I need you to find some mole rats and test it out a bit. Don't worry about the chemicals. I handled them all the time while experimenting, and I'm perfectly fine. Aren't I? How about I let you have the leftover chems I used to make it? Heck, do a thorough job, and maybe I'll let you keep the repellent itself. It'll be easy. One tap with the applicator and it overwhelms their senses with a sort of feel-bad sensation. Then they're gone before you know it. You could test it out on just a few mole ratties, but for real testing, try it on 10 or more. There should be plenty in the tepid sewers downtown. Absolutely. I'll bet you haven't been thinking about the guide as much as I have. Oh, I haven't got nearly the experience in the wastes that you do. If I tried half of these things, I'd get my head blown off. At least you look like you can really handle yourself out there. All I'm good at is coming up with the ideas and fiddling with junk for caravans. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to help mankind survive and rebuild. It's important, and I need your help. It's a hell of a lot better than wasting my talents with the caravans, repairing cart axles and coming up with new ways to shovel Brahmin crap. Well, okay. I guess you're right. It was a silly idea. I'll just stick to doing what's important. Hey, if you're ever around again, stop by. I'll see if I can get you a deal on repairs, I guess. Hey. You want something?
Welcome to Megaton. Enjoy your...
You're listening to Galaxy News Radio, and I'm your host, Reno, Lord and Master of all, myself. Hey, everyone ready for the Capital Wastelands' latest news? Me neither, but it's that time. Tensions continue to mount between the courageous forces of the Brotherhood of Steel and their estranged brethren, the Outcasts. Normally, family squabbles are none of my business. But when the Outcasts decide to take pot shots at my building, which the Brotherhood uses as an outpost, I make an exception. So, Brotherhood Outcasts, knock it off! I prefer not to get burned in my own backyard. The rest of you Brotherhood cats, can't you extend an olive branch or something? You'd think fighting the super mutants would be enough. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. Ghouls are people, too. You see, children, ghouls are simply humans who've been exposed to an ungodly amount of radiation and haven't had the good fortune to die. Sure, they may look like hideous zombies from an old monster flick, but their hearts, their souls, their tears are all very much human. So please, if you meet one of the Capital Wasteland's mini ghouls, leave your prejudice at the door and your pistol in its holster. Ah yes, one important caveat, kiddies. Those feral ghouls that prefer the dark, dank underground, they are basically mindless zombies.
From an old car along I-10.
You gotta accentuate the positive eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In-Between.
Got to spread joy
Up to the maximum,
bring gloom
down
to the minimum.
then
Otherwise, pandemonium liable to walk upon the sea.
to illustrate,
Illustrate.
my last
You
remark,
got the flaw.
Jonah
Jonah in the whale, Noah in the
ark. What did they say?
What did they say?
Say when everything looks so dark, and they say we better accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In-Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In-Between.
Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Oh, drinking beer in a cabaret, was I having fun? Until one night she caught me right, now I'm on the run.
Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Oh, see you every night, Bing, and I'll woo you every day. I'll be your regular mama, and I'll put that thing away.
Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay the thing down before it goes off and hurt somebody. Oh, she kicked out my windshield and she hit me over the head. She cussed and cried and said I'd lied and she wished that I was dead.
Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down with three tough gals from deep down Texas way. We got no pals. They don't like the way we play. We're a rough, rootin', tootin', shootin' trio, but Joe, she's sister Cleo. She's a terror, make no error, but the ring of life's affair is what we tell her.
Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down, 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 down.
Pappy made a batch of corn, the revenuers came. The draw was slow, so now they know you can't do that to me.
Whoa.
Oh, lay that
It was
pistol
hot.
down, babe.
Come on, tell me already.
Pistol packing mama.
Oh no. What happened? He's dead? I guess I already knew. Besides, I'm too tired to cry anymore. You gotta stop it! So this can't happen to anyone else's family ever again. I wish I had met you a long time ago. Then maybe my dad would still be alive.
Pistol packing mama.
Well, they're big, ugly things that crawl around on 6 legs. They got huge teeth and skitter around grabbing everything in their path. My papa would always say they're fucking ants. Well, that's what he used to call them anyway. I just call them fire ants. My papa had a gun. He said it hurt those things. But he said they were the dumbest fucking ants he ever saw. He kept telling everyone to shoot for their antenna. Whatever that means. Nah, those things started coming around only in the last few months. At first, they just crawled around outside our town. But later, they came into town, and, well, you know the rest. Alright, what is it? Be careful, or those things might get you.
Yes, he's a 60-minute man. There'll be 15 minutes of kissing. Then you holler, please don't stop. Don't stop. There'll be 50 minutes teasing, and 50 minutes squeezing, and 50 minutes of blowing my top.
What is it, mister? It used to be kinda nice. There were 7 of us living there in tall, old brick houses. I think I'm the last one left. Those things took everyone else. Nah, people don't like to stay long in Great Itch. The DC ruins aren't a great place to make a home, you know. In fact, Papa was talking about moving on soon. We've been here for maybe a year. Besides me and my papa, there was Doc Lesko, who stayed with us, and Will Brandis, and his mama and papa, too. I guess they're all gone now. Nah, go ahead. It's just nice to talk to anyone about stuff at all. He was a strange man. He paid Papa some caps to help him build a shack and carry a bunch of junk into it. Papa called him an egghead, but his head was shaped regular, so I didn't get it. Nah, he was a nice man, but he never wanted to play with me very much, and we barely talked. All I know is he was all gone when the ants started showing up. I think they got him too. He spent all of his time in that shack next door to my house. Every time I'd sneak in there, he'd be sitting at that funny-looking TV machine with the green words pushing buttons. I don't know. All kinds of doohickeys. Boxes with lots of lights, some funny glass bottles. Oh wait, he had a big, funky, shiny man too. That was kind of neat. Well, there is Will. He was sorta my friend. And then there was his dad and his mom. Right across the street, actually. It was pretty swell having someone to hang out with so close by. Yeah, Will was super nice to me. He was like a year older than me, I think. He even shared his comic books with me. We explored pretty much every bit of Great Itch we could find. I think that's why the ants don't bother me. I have good hiding spots. Well, his mom was nice too. She was kind of quiet, but she always took care of me and my papa when we came over. I think she was sad that my mom was gone. Will's dad was... well, I don't want to be mean, but he was kind of scary. He was like always watching me and my dad real careful, like he didn't trust us or something. He always kept staring at us from the windows of his house and typing stuff into his TV box. Will said his dad was like an old soldier or something, but he didn't like doing that stuff, so he quit. Yeah? If you look around enough in Great Itch, you might find some useful stuff people left behind.
She's at the fruit stand every day, buys bananas by the bunch. She looks at all the price tags. That's why she gets her hunch. We found out, yes, we know. We found out.
This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. outcast listening on this frequency, report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Cross. This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. Defender Morrill. Any outcasts listening on this frequency, report to Sector 7. This is a high priority message at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. This is Defender Morrill. Any outcasts listening on this frequency, report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Crossroads. This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. This is Defender Morrill. Any outcasts listening on this frequency, report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Crossroads. This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. Report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Crossroads. This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Defender Morrill. Any outcasts listening on this frequency, report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Crossroads. This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. This is Defender Morrill. Any outcasts listening on this frequency, report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Crossroads. This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. This is Defender Morrill. Any outcasts listening on this frequency, report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Crossroads. This is a high priority message. Backup is needed at our location. is Defender Morrill. Any outcasts listening on this frequency report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Crossroads. This is a high-priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once. Defender Morrill. Any outcasts listening on this frequency report to Sector 7B, Bailey's Crossroads. This is a high-priority message. Backup is needed at our location. Any personnel listening on this frequency, please report at once.
You got a death wish? Walking through a war zone? Listen, local. If you want to be of use, help us clear the mutants between here and our base camp. If not, stay the hell out of our way.
Human. I found you!
Keep moving, local.
Gonna splatter your brain!
Oh, great. Look at me. Eliminating hostile.
Commander Morill's gonna want to talk to you.
No idea. Stay sharp. But don't open fire without my order. Who the hell are you? And what do you think you're doing? Matter of fact, I do mind. I mind enough to put a few rounds in you. Get me? You and me, we're going to see the boss, so he can decide what to do with you.
Keep moving, local.
Look, Wastelander, I'm not sure what brings you here, but we don't like surprise visits from the local populace. You're lucky you weren't killed. But maybe there's more to you than the average rubble dweller, That computer there on your wrist. Maybe you can be useful to us after all. Fine, I get it. I'm not trying to intimidate you here, I just need your help, and we can both come out of this better off than we are now. That computer on your wrist there, I need that, and I need you to use it, okay? That's it. No one's going to hurt you. Wasting your time, am I? You're in my house, reject. You do well to remember that. Now shut up and listen. This could be worth your while. Records indicate there's some high-value tech in this base, but we can't get to it. The armory is sealed by a blast door, and we can't get it open. We're pretty sure anyone who completes the facility simulation program will gain access, but it requires a certain interface. Like your Pip-Boy. I need you to go into the simulator and complete that program, which will unlock the armory. Do that and you'll get a share of the gear. Well, it's not. It's a hyper-realistic military training simulation of the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska from Chinese communists. This is heavy combat. Safety protocols off. That means you die in the sim, your body goes into massive cardiac arrest. Sim death. Real death. You're still listening, so I'm going to assume you're interested. But time's wasting. Sibley can take you to the pod. Olin will get you briefed. If you want to walk away, you're free to leave. My men won't stop you.
Knock, knock, Olin. Got a new best friend for you.
What?
Yep. Let's hope you treat this one better than the last guy, huh?
Go to hell, Sibley. You know that wasn't my fault.
Sure, whatever. Just make some progress, okay? We're all looking to get out of here.
Fine. Then get out and let me do my job. Oh, you're here to help? Fine. Then put this on. Get in the chair, and we'll run the simulation. I'm sorry. Things have been tense here lately, and I'm afraid it's getting the better of me. I shouldn't be taking it out on you. Did you need something? The simulation needs an external interface device to run correctly. I'm not exactly sure why. The records on that are spotty at best. We figured out that your Pip-Boy there will suffice. Since you're kind of attached to it, you go along with it. You should be fine, assuming you can actually get some results. We're doing our jobs, locating technology, preserving it, and making sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Someone has to safeguard the future of the human race, right? McGraw thinks there's something of value here. I know not everyone agrees, but based on what I've seen, I think he's right. Don't you know? This sim had to have been one of the most important of its time. It's the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska from the Chinese. Not up on your history, huh? Back before the world was nuked, the Chinese had invaded Anchorage, Alaska. That really amped things up. Eventually, the Americans went in and liberated the city. But there were heavy losses. This simulation trained soldiers for that engagement. Anyway, the technology here is impressive, but something's a bit off. Records suggest even some of the people who built this didn't understand it. Don't forget to put the neural interface suit on first. We can't hook you up until you're wearing it. You're not sitting in that thing unless you're wearing the suit for it. I'm not gonna have you fry the circuits.
I feel kind of bad about that guy. Not his fault, the Pip-Boy did.
Was a hell of a nasty fall. When your chute bunched up like that, I thought you were gone. I hope the other guys made it. I don't think their patrol spotted us coming in. So at least we still have the jump. You still have your gear, so I'm gonna let you make the call. You can go in quiet, but guns blazing. We'll still meet at the rendezvous point inside as planned. Then we'll blow those artillery guns to hell. Just watch yourself. Red's up here at Hotel, please. Good luck.
性中意。
God damn, this place is swarming with Reds. I almost didn't make it. Roger that. So, what's the situation? We clear to blow the hell out of this place? Yeah, I can spare a few rounds. And I'm supposed to kill the Chinese with what? Snowballs? Sorry, that's all I can give you. I got your 6. Whoa. Watch yourself. Step through those ledges. That is a hell of a... Eyes on. We got company up there. That's how we do things in the Corps. Crossing that pipe. And here I thought I was the one with the death wish. Just one more day without seeing another cat, I'll die a happy man. Don't let one of those commies get away. Through this next structure is the entrance to the artillery base. I don't know what they got waiting for us. Keep a sharp watch. Here's the entrance. One of those commies. Something from Uncle Sam.
Kinda tight.
Plenty more. Hostiles vapor. All targets eliminated. down there? That's their damn Chimera tanks. Don't worry, they're well out of range. Bastards! Over there! Get him! Over there! Get him! Here's a little something from Uncle Sam. Looks like the commies are getting low on ammo. Maybe we didn't even need to come up here.
发向你了。
Come on, let's bet. Don't mess with the U.S.
Oh, Molly, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I can't do this. I'm so afraid, Molly. I don't want to die. Oh my God, I don't want to die. We held them as long as we could. I swear we did. Then Cielo asked for a magazine, and when I turned to give it to him, a shell hit, and...
Let one of those
He
cops...
was there 1 second. Blood and bits of him. Oh my God, he's all over me. Please, 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 let them leave. Let them leave. Let them leave. I just want to come home. I just want to be with you again. I'm hiding now. The Chinese are everywhere. I'm a coward. I'm a coward, I know, but I don't care. If they find me, I'm surrendering.
Yeah, so I was wrong. Let's keep moving. Let's take him out. Plant that thing and let's go. Let's blow this beast apart! then they all come tumbling down. Yeah!
The General is very anxious to speak with you.
Damn fine work you did taking out those guns. Damn fine. No need to thank me. I know a genuine, true-blooded soldier when I see one. And that's why I sent you. Unfortunately, while you were up there climbing mountains, we were down here getting our butts kicked. The Chinese decided to use our field HQ for target practice, and damn near blew us all to pieces. We lost some good men, including my strike team commander, Colonel Patterson. Damn red bastards. Can't wait to push them all the way back to Beijing. But I didn't call you down here for a pep talk and cigars. You've earned yourself a field promotion, soldier. From this moment on, you're in charge of Patterson's strike team. Well, you'd better be, soldier. We're running short on time, and that was not an offer, that was an order. We have 3 hardened targets we need your team to handle, otherwise Operation Anchorage will be dead in the water. Follow me over to the situation map and I'll bring you up to speed. Okay, pay attention, soldier. I'm only gonna go through this once. We've set up our new field HQ down here. The area is pretty secure now that the artillery guns are gone. The first of the 3 targets we need to handle is their Chimera depot over here. Be careful on your approach. You're gonna have to get through the enemy camp on the way. Once you breach the perimeter of the depot, you need to take out both of the main fuel tanks. Your second target is all the way over here. The Chinese have set up a listening post set into the side of Callaway Ridge. There are some abandoned mines along the route, so keep your eyes and ears open. It's a great place for an ambush. You need to clear the place of personnel, so we can get our intelligence boys in there to start decoding. Once the first 2 targets are down, the last obstacle standing in the way is their damn pulse field. You need to cross it, then cause it to overload, so we can mop up the place with the T-51Bs. Let me warn you now, unless you have some sort of a death wish, I wouldn't even go near the field until the first 2 targets are down. Lieutenant Morgan will be your eyes and ears for Operation Anchorage, so get everything else you need from him. Uncle Sam's invested a lot of money turning you into a killing machine. Time to pay him back. Dismissed!
Lieutenant Thomas... So, you're in charge of Patterson's suicide squad, huh? Hey, all I got to keep me warm out here in this freeze box is my sense of humor. Anyway, I'm here to give you a hand with intelligence and logistics. Whatever you need, I'm your guy. Cocky bastard, aren't you? You planning on taking on the whole Red Army alone? Just stick with Sergeant Montgomery. He'll be your squad commander, and he knows all the ins and outs of the team. If you need anything, like reinforcements or status reports, just speak to him. So, what else can I do for you before you hit the field? Can do. Just use the requisition terminal here in the command tent. Pick whatever loadout you need, and the terminal will dispense a requisition tape. Bring it to the quartermaster officer and you're all set. The government sure loves its paperwork, doesn't it? Take out some of those commies for Patterson and all the other guys we lost. Welcome back to HQ. So, what can the Intelligence Corps do for you?
I think it's time to show those red bastards what the U.S. Army is all about.
Sir.
Sir. Okay?
Sir.
What did you need, soldier? Hell, you earned a lot of respect with the soldiers for what you did to those Chinese artillery guns. Tell you what, take this extra gear with you. Requisitions be damned. If anyone asks, it fell off a truck. Everything appears to be in order. Here you go.
Molly, I'm okay. Everything's fine. I was found, but not by the Chinese. It was the captain. He found me. Cap says everything will be okay. It's been a few hours, and I'm tired.
Well,
but I wanted
looks
to
like
let
we're
you
working
know
together
I'm all
again,
right.
sir. General
I'm in
Chase
your
assigned me to
training
the
now.
strike team.
Rest
And
up.
thanks to your promotion,
Cat brought me
I
here.
guess I'll be saluting you.
You snuck around the Chinese and made it in. It's the
You
last
deserve it,
place
sir.
they ever took me.
You have no
I
idea
got-
how many lives you saved by
I got
destroying
shot
those guns.
in the shoulder and back.
Who
The Cap and I
cares?
evacuated the
Let me
mountain.
take a close look at you.
It's not bad. Just
Nope.
a few bullets.
I don't see any tin plating.
Souvenirs.
You don't look like
right?
a robot.
Cap
Come
jabbed me
on.
with a bunch of
You have
meds,
no
so I
idea what
can't
kind of a
feel
role
much of
model you
anything
are for these
anymore.
boys. They look
Patched
up
me
to
up
you
pretty
now.
good, too.
You need to set an example.
Still bleeding, but that'll stop.
That's the spirit,
I can
buddy.
hear Cap and the others out in
Now,
the
on to
yard
bigger and better
fighting.
things, eh?
So much gunfire. They'll
Yes,
kill
sir.
those Chinese
What are your orders?
bastards. Then we can all come home.
Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the mining town.
How can you be so relaxed? Before the day is out, we'll be fighting for our lives. You do realize that. How can you be so relaxed? Before the day is out, we'll be fighting for our lives. You do realize that.
Another glorious day
All I
in
need is
this
a weapon at
man's
my front and
army.
these sons of bitches at my back. I'm ready to get this thing done. You just remember you're not a
Get out of
There he is. Drop that foot in my
Pain is just weakness leaving the body.
to the Great Wall Fire. Come on, you red bastards!
Something to Uncle Sam.
哼，我还想听道声。
The mining town is now secure. Yes, sir. should be the last of them. And the last of the bombing runs on our guys, thanks to you. I'm gonna order our men back to the field HQ. See you there. Welcome. Questions? Listening post secured, sir. Awaiting new orders. Yes, sir. On our way. We'll wait for you by the ice camp.
All right.
Sir.
What are your orders for the strike team, sir? Yes.
Okay, that's it. Just like that. Hold still. Boys, try not to die out
back with my pants down. Don't tell anyone you found the boss, all right? Good hunting.
All right. Now it's just you and me. Let's go take down the poster.
sir.
All right. Now it's just you and me. Let's go take down the pulse field.
们的血变淡，你们会在空洞的中国选对面看似的眼人，我绝不会当你们的俘虏。
That'll do, soldier. Stand down. This concludes the simulation and this portion of your training. But if you're thirsty for more, soldier, your commanding officer can oblige. You've shown that you've got what it takes. There's a possible promotion in your future if you keep your head on straight. Good work, soldier. When you exit the simulation, report to your superiors for debriefing. Dismissed!
Good job making it through that simulation. All you have to do now is open the armory. And as agreed, you get your share. Feel free to take whatever you want. If our records are right, there's plenty for all of us.
Good work for a local.
Kind of busy here. Good to see you again. Well,
No, sir. Now is the time. There's no way in hell I'm letting this local walk out with anything.
I've made it quite clear that it's not your call. A deal's a deal.
Sorry, sir, but it is my call now. I'm not taking orders from you anymore.
hey, watch it.